I've gotten a reputation in these speeches for saying some things that are provocative, some things that keep me on the cutting edge of being the most Bitcoin-friendly mayor on the planet. So I thought to myself, how do I top what I've already done? I mean, I already get paid in Bitcoin. My employees can get paid in Bitcoin. You know, I was the first one to have the laser eyes. We were the first one to put Satoshi's white paper on our website, you know, in the United States, second one in the world. And I gotta thank Pomp, who's back there as well, for his inspiration, Anthony Pompliano and his wife. So I thought to myself, how can I get bigger? How can I go bigger? And then a light bulb went off. I can make an announcement that I'm running for, not this year. That maybe will be next year. But no, what I thought is, I need to articulate a vision. I need to articulate a vision for the country that I was born in, the city that I was born in, being the first Miami-born mayor in the history of my city, in a 125-year history. I need to articulate a vision for this country. And the vision is simple. I call it Vision for Bitcoin America 2024. It has 3 points. I'm Catholic, so everything is Trinitarian, right? The first is, we need to elect pro-Bitcoin candidates. And yes, the next president of the United States has to be a pro-Bitcoin candidate. Because what's at stake is federal legislation that can either propel us into the next generation or can set us back. There's one thing that the United States should never do. It should never agree on anything with Russia and China when it comes to Bitcoin. The second thing that we need to do this year is we need to integrate Bitcoin into every aspect of our society, every part of the fabric of our society. We need to make sure that you can go into a convenience store and buy a Snickers with a Satoshi. And the last thing that we need to do is we need to unleash the macro power of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has the power to democratize and to create wealth for the unbanked and for the poor in our community who are getting decimated by inflation and government spending that has gone rampant. If you have a bank account today, guess how much interest you're earning? Zero. And it's worse than that. It's worse than that because of inflation. Someone is sticking a hand in your bank account and taking money out because the purchasing power of your fiat currency, the fiat currency of the world, is being diminished. And so we have to lean into this generational wealth creation opportunity so that the poor in our community don't get left behind like they always do when government intervenes. We have to understand that Bitcoin has the possibility of being able to allow for people to transmit money outside of the banking system efficiently and quickly and give people in countries that are dominated by, in many cases, socialist and communist regimes, the ability to untether themselves from that control and be able to be free and be able to spend money in their countries and buy goods without having to worry that the currency that they're using is being controlled by the very government that controls all of their decisions. This vision for Bitcoin America 2024 is centered around some very basic principles. That as a country and as a world, we're better united than divided. Let me tell you, our enemies want to divide us. They want to use democracy against us. They realize that the best weapon against democracy is division. We're not going to let that happen. And we want to create a world that has economic peace and prosperity. What's happening in Ukraine is unacceptable, but Bitcoin has been a factor for good across the world. And the last thing is we want a world of freedom. We want a world where people can choose their own destiny, where their tomorrows are better than their yesterdays, and I plan to be a part of it. Thank you and God bless you.